Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Building Things with Figma. So today we'll be learning on how to build a bridge user interface using Figma. Also, we'll be talking about grid system, the row and the column grid system. We're talking about the resources, we're talking about layout. Also, we're talking about colors and fonts that we'll be using for the user interface of this website. Now, a reference website we're using is Pura Vida. Pura Vida is a luxurious website, is a luxurious brand in Lagos that enables users to book ahead of time, displaying their facility, what they offer. So this is a reference website that we'll be using. We'll be duplicating the user interface of this website. Now go to your Figma, press F. F is to call up your frame. The frame we'll be using is that of a MacBook Pro. You click on MacBook, you can title this say index or landing page, whatever that suits you. You can title your project. So I title this Pura Vida, whatever that suits you. So just say Pura Vida. Now let's go to creating our grid system. Now I earlier said we were talking about both the row and the column grid system. So you go to column. For count I use 12. For margin I use 100. Now if you want a more centralized website, you can increase this to 150. For the gutter is a space that exists between two columns. Now this is one column and this is another column. This space is called a gutter. If you reduce the gutter to say 10, this will also be reduced. If you increase the gutter to say 40, this will be increased. So I prefer to just use 20. Yes, that is that for the column. Now for the row, you click on add, go to this, click on grid, click on row, say 300 because it's kind of longer. 300, gutter this, margin say 20, whatever that suits you. Or 10. For stretch, say center. So now the spaces that exist between this and this is called the gutter, which is 20 here. So that is that for both the row and the column grid system. So I'll just switch off my row grid system because we're making more use of the column grid system. Now another thing I do, one of the hacks I use is I try to create my own grid, my own guide system. So I try as much as possible to create like my own ruler. So I draw a rectangle, the length of the first page, then I change the color to say red, and I duplicate it and change the other color to say black. Now this guides me to know where each page starts and stops. So I can increase this to say, okay, from here to here is the first page, from here to here is the second page. I can do that continuously. Okay, so that is that. Now let's import our image. You press Command Shift K for your image to import your image, or you press Ctrl Shift K if you are using an HP. So I've saved all the images in a particular folder and I named the folder beach. So these are more likely all the images we'll be using, most of them actually. So you import it, you hold down Shift while you're pasting your image to distribute the image size, to distribute the image evenly. Now I don't want my image to go into the frame. I want to leave like some spaces at the edge. So I do this, hold down Shift, hold down my main page and just arrange it. Yes, I think this is fine. Then I reduce the opacity a bit, say 95. Now I want to create my navigation panel. So you press T for that. Say floor plan. I can increase this to say 18 and change the font color to white. So bring it here. Floor plan should be here. Now this is where your row grid system comes in play. So this helps you. You can see the font sits well on the 1, 2, 3, 4th line in the row. So that is what the row column does. It helps you arrange your element, your design elements proportionally. So just for me to tidy this up, let me hide that. I could use a ruler too to just guide it. So say floor plan. The next one can be, you can duplicate this by holding down Option or Shift on your HP. Fact and facilities. You can duplicate this to say Pura Vida. Now because this is like the logo and no time to just create logo, I can just distinguish this by making it bigger and probably bolder, semi-bold. Yes, this should do. So duplicate this also. Make this say gallery. Duplicate this and say pricing. So that is that. Now I want to arrange this evenly. All this. So I hold down, while holding down Shift, I select all of this text. Then I choose this. I come here also to distribute evenly. Now this, what this does is make sure that the spaces between each of these elements are equal. Now to see the number of space that exists between each of the elements, you hold down Option, you click on the element, hold down Option, and you go to the other element. Now you see that it is 112.25. That same 112.25 should be the same number of pixels that exists between this second element and the third element. While holding that Option, 112.25 goes for the others to 112.25. So that is what this does. Now since I have gotten that, I've gotten what I want, I select all this and just align them. Could group them, then centralize them. Yeah, so that is that for this. Now I had already written all the text in a particular online text editor. So this is the text editor I use, Case Convert. Case Convert is a free text editor. So it helps you using Grammarly. It helps you underline where your tenses are incorrect and what you should correct it to. So I had already written all the text here for grammatical error, for possible grammatical error and correction. And I know there's a plugin that can help you with that on Figma. So press T. Also, I had already copied the first text, paste it here, bring it into this place. You can break this down. Change this to white for visibility purpose. Increase the font size of this, say 52. Then reduce the line height so the text looks closer. Centralize this. You could also reduce this because I want a lot of things to fit in the first page. This like my hero page, like my header or something. So the first thing that people see whenever they log into the website. So I centralize this, make sure it's centered. Yes, that is fine. I reduce this a bit. Now I want to create the panel in which people will be able to book. So say, let's create a rectangle. I could make this a bit longer. And this could be okay. So this is why your column grid system should be on most of the time. It helps you, just balances your design element. Yeah, so this should work. Let me make this white. I need to differentiate the white of this rectangle to the white of the background. So what I do is I put a drop shadow. Say this should be 20. Make it more. So whatever that suits you, but this works fine for me. So you see, the drop shadow differentiates this panel from the background. So yes, let's increase this a little bit. Make this 114. Turn this down a bit. Now let's include our elements into this. So interested in booking, press down C. Interested in booking, reduce this to medium, and the size of this should be, say, 18. Put it here. Also forgot to do this for final relaxation text. So change the color of this to white. Yes, you could reduce it a bit. That's the thickness. So it makes it readable and at the same time not so much in the eyes of the reader. So next we pick the other text and paste it. Now I don't like the way my text is just long. So what I do is I click on this box, then I duplicate this and paste. So it makes my text together. Let's see the name. So this size is actually fixed size. It makes it, as against just making your text go straight and you have to break it down. This just helps you break down your text. Or you could do this. You could just make your text long and break it down yourself. So pick a suitable place and just break it down yourself. I'm aligning it to the left. Now I want to differentiate this font from this. So that is where we talk about hierarchy, because I think this is the main information. This is like the sub main information. So you reduce the size of this to say 14 and make it regular. I could also increase the line height. Then what color should I use? Okay, now the color for this, I could use a gray. So let's try E5. Oh no, it's too grayish. It's too light. Yes, it's too light actually. Let's try 8.5. Now most of these colors I have worked with in the past, so it's just for you to know these colors that are suitable for you for the project actually. Now see, this is actually is a bit visible. So I think I'll work with this, and I can align both this and this to the left side. Yes, this works fine. So going to the other end, I want to create where people can input the number of people and their booking type. So create a rectangle. Close the color and give the stroke. Stroke color should be this or this, whatever that fits. Create another rectangle in the rectangle while holding down Shift for this to be evenly distributed. Now for this color I could use E5. I think E5 should be okay. E5, E5, E5. Yes. Now duplicate this while holding down Option. Now make sure the space between the line here and this should be equal to the space between this and this. Now how do you make sure that is? I think I've shown you when we started the tutorial. So this, you hold down your Option while clicking on this, you hold down your Option and you do this. So you know that the space between this box and the initial box inside the big box itself is 9.3. So you come here to, while holding down Shift, while holding down Option, I mean, see 9, this is also 9, but 9.3, 9.2. Yeah, that is fair. So now we input our other elements. See, put it inside here. Then you make sure it is well balanced. Duplicate this while holding that Option, plus sign. Make sure it is well balanced. Two or three. So this is fine. So we could name this one people. That's the number of people that are coming to book, and change the color to first one. And duplicate this because we'll be using these other elements to do other things. So day booking. So I want to use this pen tool to design like a dropper to tell people that yes, there are other options available. So I close my stroke and give it this color. So I think this is fine. Yes, this is fine. Group this. Reduce the height of this a bit, say 130. Sorry, the height of this, say 40. So same goes to this. Now I could also do it like this. Select all the elements. While holding down your Shift key. Select all the elements here. Then you group it. You group them and press K, or you come here and you press Scale. Now K is to scale it proportionally. You can scale this proportionally, but bring this down a bit first. Then scale it down. So you see that this is 13, the height of this is 40, and the height of this is also 40. So bring this also, people, bring it here. Duplicate this to tell people that this is the booking type. Yes, I think this is fine. Then come here And this is where you give people the option of picking a date. Just group all these elements. While creating another box, say height is 40. The color, I could use EDA075. I think it's like an orange color. Yes, an orange color. I could increase it if I want, I could reduce it if I want. So whatever that works for you. EDA075. If I need this text, just duplicate this. It's not coming forward. Okay. Oh, okay. So what happened there was I tried to put this on this. Yes, I was trying to put the choose date on this, but apparently this element was at the back of this. So what I did was to bring this into this element. I just dragged this. So this is where you name each of your elements. So it's like guides you to editing a particular thing, a frame within a frame, an element within an element. Choose dates. I can make this white. I also try to draw this, the thickness of this could be white, could be 0.7. Let's make this white. The stroke, make it white. And group this, centralize, and group all. So this is where people come to make their bookings. Yes, so I think this is fine. Now if you run this in the preview background, this is what should appear. So it's still loading. Okay. So just make sure that whatever thing that you're doing, every element that you're working with should be within the index, should be within your frame. The frame is named index. Everything that you're working with should be within this. Now these two rectangles are outside because if you close this, they're outside because they are not really an element we're using. But any element that is outside, that is not within the index frame, will not appear in your preview. So this is what we've created so far. And let's make sure that this is well balanced. Okay, yes it is. So moving on. Next on the line is explore the villa. So go here. Click on C, paste what you've copied, So this is like also a main title. Now I want this to be in line with this. So I bring this to the edge. Increase this, say 32. Make this bold. Bring it down a bit. Yes. Also, I can duplicate this, copy my text here, and paste. Could break down my elements, could break down my text here. So I think this is fine. My line height also, I think my line height also is fine. Let's take 2. I cannot duplicate this. Now you know what? Just leave gap space. I think this should work well for me. Yeah. I could make more spaces here. Say 150. This should also be 150. As the other text for this, copy this. Now because I don't want my text to just read long and be going like this, I don't want it to be reading long, so I have to break it down. What I'll do is I click on this guy, select this, click on this guy, click on this, that's the fixed size, duplicate this and paste. So it helps me break it down as against just making it long and unnecessarily long. So this, while using my ruler, I like to balance these two guys together. Okay, I think it's okay. 150. So if you check this in your preview, this is how it looks like. I think our texts are too jam-packed. So what I'll do is increase this a bit. 180. 180 should be fine. 180. Should be fine. So check it in the preview. 180, yes, I think 180 is fine. Make this comment this. It would be nice if I make this left center. If I make this left. No, I think it's okay like this. Yeah, so I left 1 column each for this, just for space and head to breathe and user readability. Now the next thing we're doing is to create a rectangle. Now in this rectangle, we'll be putting in one picture. Now you see I maintained a space between the edge of the index and the main picture in the arrow space, in the arrow page. Now same space I'm going to include here too. I could use my ruler as a guide, so I know that yes, this is the space I'm leaving and this is also the space I'm leaving. Bring this down a little. Now while designing your user interface, make sure your white spaces are efficient, and that is why I'm conscious of most of these white spaces. While I have a lot of elements to include, I'm also mindful of the white spaces. So you could double click here, click on solid, click on image, and import the image you want to use. And let us use this image. You could adjust the image if you want by clicking on this. So you adjust the image to whatever place you want. It snaps to whatever place you want it to snap. Remove this guy. That's one thing about Figma. Figma is very user friendly while designing. I could reduce this if I hold down. I could hold down shift and reduce this if I want, but actually I want to maintain that space. So what I do, I just double click and I reduce this instead. Click enter when you're done. And that is that. For that, I could increase it a bit because I want the view to be shown more, the view of the pole. So if you go to your preview, this is what you have. It's looking alive. Now let's continue. Now you could duplicate this, change the color to, let's be different now. So this, then bring this down. The fact. Now the spacing between the line space that exists in this text is 180. So that's what we're using for consistency's sake. You duplicate this. You could duplicate this too while holding that option. Bring them here. The facts. Duplicate this. Use your ruler also. As simple as that. Now you could also now most of these pictures were gotten from Unsplash. Unsplash is a website where it's a website where you can pick free images from. So that is one of the resources we're using, Unsplash. UNSPLASH. So this is what the website looks like. Thanks to Unsplash for giving us the free images. Now we want to create location, the facilities they have. So all we'll do is box, create a box, and the color of the box could be say this. I think this is thick, it's too thick. This. So duplicate this. Reduce this to say 18. And this could be named location. So whatever thing you have. Now one platform I use in my icon is Iconify. For my icon, one of the plugins I use for my icon is Iconify. So I right click, go to plugins. I had already installed Iconify. Click on Iconify. So depending on how fast your internet is, that's how Iconify is going to pop up. So you click, you search for location. It gives you an icon that depicts location. Sorry, I made a mistake in the spelling of location. Location. Click enter. So these are the possible icons it can give you for location. So I want to use, say, I think this is cool. I want to use this. And what color should I use? Let me use this since it's the color we've been using from start. Or no, let me use the EDA 075. Yes, I think that's good. So when you're done, you can do other things, the height, the flip, whatever you want to do with the icon, while still on Iconify. And when you're done, just click on import. So it imports the icon to your page, to the page you're working on. Sorry. So this is my icon. Bring it here. So there's that. For location, did I include a text for location? No, I did not. Text for location. Okay, I think I did, yes. So I did it. Oh, so, okay, yes. You can make this black if you want, just for visibility's sake. Black, yes. Location. Duplicate this, bring forward, to make this black, dark actually. Front. So in your preview, this is what you're creating. I think this space here is too much. I need to smooth everything up, or move these guys down a bit. Yes, down a bit. So I can duplicate this. Select all these duplicates. So this is how it looks like. But I think this is too thick, so I like to reduce the color. Now this is too thick. Let me pick a very light color. Let's see. No, very light. A faded color. Say E5. E5. I think E5 should work. Okay, yeah, this should work actually. FO. So I do this for all of this while holding down Shift, select the frame. So everything should be this. So I check here. It could still be lighter. Just move it a little bit close to white. Yeah, I want my text to be very visible. Okay, F5. So select all this frame, holding down Shift, and change this to F5. Click Enter. We are good to go. Now I could name these other things. Say living address, pool, staff, dining. What's the last one? I think communication. Yes, and I think I have a text written. Yeah, I have a text written. So I could just copy and paste, living area, copy paste, adjust. So let's just make sure it's something reasonable and fit. Pull, copy, paste, adjust. For the other one, staff, copy and paste. Now note that the reason why this box is actually encompassing all of this to this size as against it just being lengthy is because this is clicked. Assuming this was clicked, it's just belong, that's auto width. Now this is auto height. Same for this too. That's dining. Copy, paste and adjust. I don't want it to be too close to the down part, so I have to adjust it to go up. Same for this too. Same for the last one, communication. Copy, paste. Now these icons, you can change them. If you want. You go to plugin, go to Iconify. Now for dining address, you can just living address. You can change it to, let's say, this, whatever that suits you. Anything that suits you. But since I'm using a filled icon, whatever I'm going to be using should also be filled. So I can't use this instead because this is not filled, this is outline. I have to use something like this or like this or this, just something filled. So let me use this for living address. Change the color to black. Color to this, yes. Import color. And you can reduce this guy by holding down Shift. Group. This is good. So you can change the icons for all of this too, if you like, if you want. Now let's continue. Duplicate this. Oh damn. Okay, I need to actually ungroup all of this. Okay, I need to convert all of this to components. Select this, select this, select this, select this, convert to components, create components. So whenever I drag this page, it doesn't drag along. This icon does not drag along with them. Create this component already. Let me see. Oh, I need to select all of them at once. Yes, 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 yes. So select this, select this, select this, select this, select this, select this. So now when I drag this page, it won't drag along, those icons won't drag along with the page. Now for the other ones, I need to create like a gallery section. So what I do is I click on this, create a box. Now this is the box that will entail all the gallery, all the images for the gallery. I need to call back my grid system. Let's say column. I'm using that of column. So this is, I want my picture to start from this. So I put my ruler there, and also same as this. Okay, there's a ruler there already. So I use the ruler as a guide. $690, $690. Select this, duplicate. What is the space that between these 222? And I have to make sure that that's the same 22 pixel that exists between this 222. So this also should be 22. Duplicate again, select the 2 and duplicate by holding the option. Yeah, I think this is this. Now I want to import all my images. So what I'm going to do is I press Command Shift K, select the images I want to import. That shows for my gallery, that shows the facilities that are available. Now I have 6 boxes. I think I'm going to select 6 images, sorry. So open. Now instead of me to fit all the images at once, instead of me to fit it one by one into these boxes, I hold down Command, then click on each of the boxes. So the image fits inside the boxes by itself. If I want to adjust any of the images, I double click, or I just click on this, then adjust to whatever I want. But yes, this is for my image. So if you come here, you see what you have. So this is what we've been building so far, or what we've built so far. Now let's build where you can book your, it's like a date system. So you pick one of the boxes, hold an option on duplicates, or let's just make it bigger. Yes, this is okay. Text T. Right. Oh, I need my ruler. No. Reference, bring back my ruler. Okay, to bring my ruler, just press R. Bring back my ruler. I'm trying to bring back the ruler. I don't even know how it's left. Okay, I think I need to go to preference. No. View, okay, should bring view. Ruler, yes. So text T, Pura, Reader, make this a little bit bigger. And bolder. Bookings. I'll make this thinner. Change the color to say this and bring it together. Yes. So I need this element, so I'm going to duplicate this guy. Just copy. No, let me copy the two. Let me copy all of them. Copy and paste here. So I need to ungroup all of them. Oh no. Ungroup. We make this guy white. No, I mean not the fill, not the stroke, I mean the fill. To make the fill white, then bring these guys to the edge. The same thing we did for the initial one, but we'll make sure that the spacing are equal. This 9 okay, let's make it 7, so move it by 2, 7. Arrange this to fit properly. Put this in the middle. People. Yeah, let me align this. New selector. I can now group these guys together now. The same thing I'm going to do for bookings too. Bookings, I close down the stroke and make the filling white. Take booking to this place. Make sure it's well seated. Well seated. Then this also. Make sure it's well seated. Just make sure you're working with your ruler and all other alignments that you have. So for my booking and people, I want them to align. Yeah, so that is perfect. Using my ruler. So this is okay. Oh, I made a mistake to resize this into this. Yes, that is that. I think we're good for that. Now I need to drop a big white box, say for the calendar. This is where we draw our calendar. So here we have this is where we have the month of the year and also the particular month that we are in. Okay, so I guess we're in September, right? Or should we start from January down to February? So let's see, January, now duplicate this. Use the no. Down. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Now, because we're in September, now I want to arrange these guys proportionally, because it look all scattered. I made a mistake in this. This is February. Select all of this. Okay. This is select it till March. So you put it to the left and you make sure that it's evenly distributed vertically. You group them and name them months of the year. And you know that in this group you have all this. So this is this. Now, because the active month here is September, so let me just duplicate and bold in, make it bold. I could just fade out all of these other months. Let me do like this. Select all of this month and fade them out. Pick a very light color and click on September. Make September dark. Now, whatever you're doing shows in your preview. So this is what it looks like. But I feel are kind of unfair to the other months. So what we'll do is exempting September. Let me select all of them. For exempting September, increase the color of this a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, I think this is cool. Yeah, this is cool. Now for September, we should have like the days. It's gonna take time, so we have like the days. Like days in September. Say from Monday to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's just do it. Let us just do it. Say Sunday is SU, right? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you select all of this and you evenly distribute them horizontally. Bring it down a bit. We distribute them horizontally. So this is Monday MO, Tuesday TU, Wednesday WE, Thursday TH, Friday FR, and Saturday SE. SA. So this is what you have. Could give it a little spacing to space them a little bit. I'll select all of this. Evenly distribute them. Yeah. So I don't know how the month of September calendar looks like. Or let me check my calendar. Sorry, calendar. So for September, it's okay. Start from 1st of September. So that is Wednesday. That is this. So you have duplicate this. So this should be 1, I guess. 1, right? One, 2, 3, 4. So you have 2, you have 3, and you have 4. So you distribute them evenly horizontally. Make them balance, which is this. Yeah, next one should be 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. Now I could select all of this, and duplicate them till the month is complete. Duplicate like this, duplicate like this. You get so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17th, 18th, 19th. How many days are there in September? I think 30. Was it 31? I think 30 or 31. September. 30 days are September. Yeah, 30 days. 22, 23, 24, 25. So for the remaining days, you duplicate this also. I bring it down. Now this is actually a rough work, but for perfection's sake, you could use your alignment and your distribution evenly. 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30th. Yes, 30th. 19th, which is Sunday, is actually my birthday, so I'm going to make that one bold. So this is this. We've created a calendar for this for September. So anytime you click on September, it just brings you here. There should be something here. No, I think it's okay like this. It's okay like this. And let me select, unlock this guy to be able to select all this and group. Unlock. Yep, you're good. So I can name this my calendar. 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 Yeah. So that is that about that. So you can do whatever thing you want to do. Let's go check it in the preview. So this is how the calendar looks like in the preview. Quite cool, right? Okay. So you could go further down, and okay, I think we aren't done with this. Let's include book now. Yes, book now. Let's include book now as a place to tell them, okay, thanks for booking. Or when a customer selected a date he or she is okay with. Now this allows them to pick a particular date that they want to book. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. Let me make this 40. A little bit. See, click on book now. Now it's too thick. Make this white. Yeah, I think this is good. So check it in the preview. Book now. Let me arrange it so it fits the line of this. So now we'll be heading to create the footer. I think we're done with most of the most part of the work, which is creating a portal which people can actually book from, which is this, the calendar and the likes. We could also do something like give them an option. Probably they want to access the full premises, or they just want to access just the outdoor activities alone. So we could do something like okay, let's see, make this black. Say access to full premises. So this is nice. I could give like a checkbox here. While holding down shift. Little checkbox. Change the color to this, and I could use my pen tool to draw like just to signify that. Yep, you're done. Reduce this a bit, taking it a bit too. Taking it to 1 and centralize it. I could align this and this too. And make sure that whenever you're designing, you make use of your alignment. It is very important. It gives you that confidence in your design. Your design is smooth, it is easy to read, users have easy access to it, and they can interact with your website so easily, and your website looks user-friendly. So always make sure that you use your grid system, uses very effectively and efficiently. So this could be access to outdoor only. Same thing for the box, but now the box can just be blank. The box can even be white. Let's make it white. Yes, let's make it white. So let's go see it in the preview. So this is what we've just done. I could reduce this a bit. Now preview gives you an extra eye to see things you're not seeing while designing. That's why I like live preview. So as I'm designing, it's automatically updating the preview itself depending on how fast my internet is. So this is this. We're booking. Yeah. Yep. Okay, I think the white space here is kind of too much. So I need to select all of these guys and take it up a little bit. Yep, so that is that for this. Comes up, yeah. So this is okay. This is cool. And I think my date is really going to the edge. I need to shift it inside the width. So what I do is I select this, lock this, select this also, lock this, and select all of these guys. Oh, no, I don't need to lock this, and I don't need to lock the calendar. So I just need to lock this big guy and select all of this. Oh, I had already grouped them. Okay. Now group. Oh, okay. No. This big guy. Okay, lock this big guy. Select all of this. Move it inside the bit. Inside the bit should align with this. Yes, this works perfectly well. Now I could align this guy to this guy here. Now I know the date is actually kind of rough. The calendar is rough. That's because it's actually rush work. But when you're building yours, you could just calm down to arrange it and make sure that everything is proportionally okay. So if you check it in the preview, this is what it looks like. Okay, now let's go build our footer. Okay, just to save time and not include any unnecessaries, we could just say follow us on social. It should be as if you are shouting. Now when you use caps letter, it means you are shouting according to English. Now follow us on social media. to make this big a bit. 24. Centralize. Make this big a bit, probably bigger or something. Let's say 32. Centralize it. Yep. Put all of the social media icons there, so you can use Iconify too. Say Instagram. Import. Say Facebook. Import. Then say Twitter. Apparently, our Nigerian government here have necessarily blocked Twitter, but notwithstanding, I'm gonna include that into the oh really? Oh, see where you go, right guy. This guy's going to stay. Okay. So I'm just trying to sort out my icons. Ungroup this guy. Ungroup. Ungroup. Size. Now I said consistency is key, right? If you look at all these icons, they have a rounded edge. Now you can't just combine icons together. One has a round edge, one is sharp. Now you have to maintain consistency. It gives you that flexibility in design flow, and the outlook of your design looks great. Makes it look great. Could group all of this once I'm done with it. I just change the color to the brand color, which is orange, I think. Then group. Then centralize. Yeah, that's that. You pick it up a bit. Then create like a footer, which I'm using a rectangle for this time. And because it's a footer, I need it to sit well on the edges of the page. It sits well on the edge of the page. I could use the brand color as a footer, then include Pura. So you have Pura here. So you could add any other necessities you feel are needed. So this could be pricing and costs. pricing and cost. Let's see if there's an icon for that. Pricing. There should be an icon for pricing. Pricing. Yes, said it. There should be an icon for that. Let's use which field? Or isn't it field? Let's use this. Import. Okay. So this is my pricing. I need to put component out of it. Let me change the color to white. So this is this pricing and cost. Now duplicate this to say Vida facility. Vida facilities. Contact us. Yeah, it should be this. Distributed. Yeah. Now I could also do like a subfooter, something like this, with an option. Yep. Do like a thicker color. So when you are done, just bring this back. Yep, voila. Let's check it in the preview. Now this space is too much, we need to reduce it. Okay, so this is what you could add other things you feel necessary at the footer. So this is what we have. Let me reduce this a bit. I think it's too big. Small icons. Should just up a bit. The footer comes up too. Now this guy is too big. 32 is kind of big for that guy. 36 actually. Let's use say 20. Then use this. Yep, I think we're good to go. Centralize, centralize, centralize. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have at the end of this tutorial. So this is how the website looks like from the user interface. So this is what you design. as a designer a user interface for a bridge result and give to probably a developer to bring this to life. Now you are in control of the design, whatever alignment you want, whatever text you want to use, whatever font, the space you want to use. It is your design. It is your it is your world. You're in charge of it. Now I said earlier on that whenever I'm designing, I like to preview. I like to preview my design. Now, reason being that there are some things I might not see at the back end while designing, but I'll see at the front end in the preview section. For example, now I just saw this choose date, see that it is not balanced. Now I have to go and correct that in the design. So I select this and this, select this and this. Now it's balanced. Same thing goes here. It's now balanced. Now this is a website. This is a full-fledged user interface where a user can come and book a vacation in a resort center named Pura Vida here in Lagos State. So these are the details concerning the website. Shows you things that the website can offer you, that the brand can offer you. Then also shows you the visual representation of the brand. Now this is to appeal the users to wanting to come to the brand. Now you've seen the visual representation. Now you want to see it with your eyes. This actually is what you come in contact with the website before you now go to the physical place itself. But you have to book online first, which is why we have this portal here. Now you can either book here, it's kind of easier, or you come here and you book here. Now this date might be all the dates that are not booked yet, while this represents the date that has been booked. Well, actually, truthfully, 19th is my birthday, so that's why I made that bold. But from the user perspective, this 19th represents that yes, fine, this date has been booked, while others are actually not yet booked. I could pick other dates and bolding them to show that fine, this date has been booked. So this is what we have. We've come to the end of our tutorial, building things with Figma. And whatever question you have, whatever thing you want to ask, you could send to my email, which I'm going to be including in the description details below. And also kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope to be dropping most of these videos once in a while. Any questions you have, like I said earlier on, you could just forward it to my email, which I'm going to be dropping in the description panel below. Thank you once again for watching, and I hope to see you soon in another very exciting tutorial. God bless.